All right. Welcome back to God Didn't Break You podcast, season 2, episode number 2. Today we sitting down with the creative mind behind Stay Twisted Wire Art, a brand that turns simple wire into something meaningful and expressive. I'm excited to hear not just what you create, but the story behind it. My brother, the one and only Kevis Mitchell. Welcome to the show. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good, and thank you so very much for inviting me out and allowing me to have the opportunity to break bread and just spend the time talking with you on your podcast.
Awesome. I love it. Before we even get into the business side, let's talk about, let the people know who you are outside of the brand of Twisted Wire Art. Who are you before Twisted Wire Art?
Okay, so before Twisted Wire Art, I'm a man of God. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a former Marine. I'm a project manager. I'm many things, but most importantly, I'm a man of God. And I'm a creative, and all of those aspects of my life go into who I am and how I represent myself as an artist.
Awesome. Okay. Love it. Man of God. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Twisted Wire Art. What actually inspired you to start Stay Twisted Wire Art?
So I started when I was a little kid, which is many years ago, with a vivid imagination.
Okay.
I grew up in Florida, and in those days you got toys twice a year, on your birthday and on Christmas if you was lucky. And so because of that, I had this imagination, I would play with anything. And so one day I got my hands on a piece of wire, and because of my imagination, and it was actually in church, which is crazy. I made something out of that wire, and I enjoyed it so much that I looked for more of that wire. And when I found some, which was at a business that was redoing their phone systems, walking home from school, because in them days we used to walk home from school, uphill both ways in the snow. But yeah, I was walking home from school, and I saw boxes of wire by the dumpster at this building. And me being me, I drug 3 of those boxes home. And that was my supply for like 3 years.
Wow.
And I just experimented, made different things, and allowed my imagination to run free as I created.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. Do you remember the first piece of wire you actually made?
Yes, the first sculpture I made was Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. Because I was a huge G.I. Joe fan. And remember I mentioned those toys I got? Well, those toys were G.I. Joe Man for Christmas and my birthday. So I made my very own version of Snake Eyes, which looked nothing like Snake Eyes. But in my mind, it was an exact rendition.
Wow, okay. So I'm going to ask something, it might be personal, I don't know. There's something powerful behind the name Stay Twisted. What does Stay Twisted represent to you personally?
So the company is Twisted Wire Art, and my catchphrase is Stay Twisted. And so Twisted is an amalgam of tough, wise, inspired, strong, tenacious, educated, what was it? Determined.
Okay.
So each letter has a meaning. So when I'm saying stay twisted, I'm saying stay tough, stay wise. So it's like me giving a catchphrase saying, hey, I want you to stay tough, wise, intelligent, determined, tenacious, educated, and just keep it going. And that's my saying, because, and also it's a play on words, because my business, I twist wire, so it has a dual meaning. And I want people to just take from that, continue to be creative, continue to be innovative, and continue to grow. And since I'm twisted, that's what I'm trying to reflect on to others.
Okay. So can you walk us through your process on how does an ideal actually turn into a finished piece?
Sure. So, this is going to sound funny, but I am literally always thinking about creating. Like,
Okay.
99% of the time, if I'm sitting there, if you see me sitting back smiling, I'm thinking about making something because I draw inspiration from everything that I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge sports fan. I love football and basketball. Played basketball for many years.
Okay.
I love pop culture. So all the Marvel, DC, Star Wars video games, all that stuff. I'm as a kid growing up, I was really into all of that pop culture stuff. So
Okay.
that influence really resonates with me. And then real life. So historical characters. If I see somebody, historical that does something really cool, that stands out, I want to make a sculpture to capture that person or that mentality or that character.
Okay.
And so I spend a lot of times just like thinking about different things that I can make. And I've made a lot of sculptures, but I haven't even scratched the surface. There's so many more things to create. I mean,
Wow.
I'm not even remotely close to what I could make.
Okay. Okay. What's been your most meaningful or favorite piece so far?
Oh man, that's a tough question. That's a good question. So when I think about meaningful questions, and I want you guys to go and hopefully you'll be able to display some of these images. I've got a couple that I did. One that really stands out was there was a mom a couple years ago who lost her son. Her son passed away through I think it was just an unfortunate situation where he died. And he had two siblings. He had a little brother and a little sister.
Okay.
So what the mom asked me to do was to recreate different moments in time where her son was with his siblings.
Wow.
And so I made a series of sculptures that show the older brother with his younger sibling.
Okay.
And that was one of the most meaningful creations. And I think I made about 3 different sculptures, captured 3 different moments. Another one was one where this young lady contacted me. She wanted me, her mom passed away, and her mom played the piano. And she had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. And she asked me to take the pieces of the piano and turn it into art.
Wow.
So using wire, I made the notes of the piano coming out of a picture of the piano on a wall hanger. And I made like the music come out that she was playing.
Okay.
And I did 3 of those. And then I took some of the other pieces of the piano and I made a tractor for the brothers. And I made a wire sculpture of their dad on the tractor. And that one was so meaningful because it was the actual piano pieces that the mom from her piano that I used to create this art. So pieces like that that have significance and meaning for somebody, they mean a lot to me as well because you get wrapped up in the story behind what the request is.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's deep though. Wow. What were some struggles that you faced when first starting out?
Oh man. One of the main struggles I faced was legitimacy. Because in our society today, society wants you to be a certain way as a young man.
That's
And, me making wire figurines and wire art is not the most hip or cool thing for a brother to do because usually, you want to be hanging out looking like you cool. And that's the persona that society kind of plants on you.
Right.
So I had to overcome that stigmatism. I had to overcome that fear and the way people pursue you or the way people see you. And I had to get over, allowing society to tell me what I'm supposed to be as a man. And I had to go within myself and say, hey, I am an artist. I create. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. That's what I love. And I'm sharing my art with the world. I don't care if you want me to be a rapper, or if you want me to be an athlete, or you want me to be whatever, hanging on a corner, I don't care if that's what you want from me. That's not what I'm going to be.
Right.
God made me to be the man that I am. So I'm gonna honor him and the talent that he gave me, and I'm gonna give him the glory because I have this talent. He gave me the spark.
Okay.
And I grew it. So
Yeah.
he gave me the talent, and I've grown it. And I give him praise, honor, and glory for giving me that talent, for giving me that spark, for giving me that ability. And so I had to overcome that stigma and that I guess it was almost like that doubt, that self-doubt, thinking that people would view me a certain way, and then understand that people are gonna do people.
Yeah.
I always say this: people will be people.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna ridicule you, because most people that aren't doing anything, they're gonna sit back and talk about you.
Yeah.
And what I like to do is I stay busy. I've always got a mission. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to create something new, and how I'm going to try to innovate, how I'm going to try to grow my business, talking to young people, trying to encourage them.
Okay.
I've went to schools and spoke to people. So I try to use that as like kind of a guiding light and a way to basically to share my ability and to share my testimony. And I constantly give glory to God because of him, I'm where I'm at. And my journey isn't over yet. I'm only at the beginning.
Oh, for sure. It's not over.
It's only the beginning, but where he's taken me, I'm already seeing how things are going to grow and get much better. But I just have to remain faithful. I have to remain thankful. I have to remain humble.
Yeah.
And as God does what he's going to do, whatever he's going to do with my art, whatever he's going to do with my testimony, whatever platforms he put me on, even if he doesn't put me on any platforms, I'm still grateful, and I still give him the glory.
Right.
So as I grow this thing, that's the struggles that I dealt with and how I have been able to manage it.
That's awesome. I love it. Have there ever been a time where you wanted to quit?
There's been times where I've been frustrated because it is a business, and I have to pay for my art. I have to pay for the shows and the events that I go to. I've had times where I've done events that are very disappointing, where you pay money to display at an event, and the result of the event is not what you thought. So you literally, you're there giving your time, your talent, your treasures,
right? And
there's nobody there to buy the art, or people are there, but they're buying other stuff.
Right.
So I end up where I've done shows where I've spent a whole weekend and didn't make enough money to cover my costs.
Wow.
And for me, that's a gut punch, because, I try to make sure that my business pays for itself, and I don't dip into my family's resources to pay for my business. In those situations, I've had to dip into my family's resources to help cover my business. And as a man, that bothers me, because I want my business to stand on its own.
Right.
And at those times, it's frustrating. And now, I don't think I'll ever stop making art, because that's just me. But maybe I will recalibrate and change some of the shows that I do.
Okay.
And maybe change some directions. But I've never wanted to stop making art.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to a follow-up question with that. But I want to ask you this real quick. What kept you from not quitting?
Well, one, I'm not a quitter. Like I'm one of those weird people. So I'll give you a quick story. So I went to Lake Gibson High School in Lakeland, Florida, and I've always loved basketball, but I wasn't very good at basketball. And in high school, I rode the bench. Okay. I rode that bench hard. Like I was on that bench. Like the bench, I had splinters in my behind from the bench. But what I did was I never stopped working hard. I was the first one at practice and the last one to leave. All the other players had a decided advantage because they had more experience. They played more games, more games than me. But I've never been one to quit. So I would go to practice and I would outwork everybody. I was first in every sprint. You can ask my teammates to this day. I was first in every sprint. I was first in every drill. I literally almost ran them to death. And over the years, after I got out of graduate high school and I joined the United States Marine Corps, and that just reinforced it even more because ain't no quitting the Marine Corps. You ain't quitting.
No, you can't quit that. No,
No,
you can't quit.
they instill that self-discipline in you, or if you have it, they grow it.
Yeah.
But then they instill a mentality. And what happened was, while I was in the Marine Corps, that first year, something amazing happened. My playing ability in basketball caught up with my determination and my no quit attitude. My skills caught up.
That's
And
good. That's good.
I got so good that I actually got paid to play basketball in the Marine Corps. So my job half the year was to play basketball and to go around and play against different teams. So I kind of fulfilled my dream to be a basketball player. And it really showed me that anything that you do, if you apply yourself, and when you stay humble, give God the glory, and stay a disciple, and continuously stay within His Word, but yourself not allowing yourself to quit or be a victim or to blame other people. Just say, what can I do to get better? Over time, your skills will grow. And for myself as an artist, I've watched my skills grow. So that's why I never quit.
Okay. Do you feel like your gift is connected to a bigger purpose?
Oh, heck yeah. I would say, how many times you see people making stuff out of wire? How many times you see brothers out there making wire figurines? And I've been all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah. And
I've shared my art all over the world. And it has been a platform for me to give my testimony, to show what God has done for me and how God has just used my life. And so that my artwork has been a vehicle that will open up the doors and the windows for me to give my testimony and then to start the conversation.
Okay.
And then also inspiration for young kids, because I do believe that today's youth, they need examples of people that are not afraid to be individuals, are not afraid to be themselves. You don't have to be like everybody else.
Wow.
Just be who God called you to be and be authentically you. I'm not cool. I'm not the guy who's hanging out in the corner, leaning on the side with glasses on, dark shades, trying to be the coolest guy. No, I'm me. And I'm going to be authentically me all the time. And I can only be the best me that I can be. And part of being me is being the wire artist and being all the things that make up who I am. Okay. So I strive, when I talk to young kids, when I talk to people that are trying to find their way, I try to encourage them to not to lean into what society wants you to do or what your family wants you to do, but what does God want you to do? What is authentically you? What is the path for your life? Because you're not living for other people. You're living as a representation of God, with who your Father is, and you're giving Him the glory. And by giving Him the glory and living through what He's called you to be, you will be authentically not only you, but what He's called you to be, and which will be even greater than what you wanted to be from the beginning.
Wow, you answered a question that I wanted to ask you. The question was, what would you say to someone who feels like their gift isn't enough? And you kind of answered that already. Wow, that's very powerful. Speaking encouragement, especially to this younger generation, because we need that. We barely have people that'll speak positivity into someone else. I always hear negativity here and there, but that positive energy is always lacking in the background, versus we always hear the negativity in the world. What's going on in the world now, with the kids, this generation. So I love hearing the positive conversations, especially from a young Black man, that's an entrepreneur, that's striving to be the best that he can be. And you're already there, and you about to go beyond where you're sitting at now, so what's something people don't realize about running a creative business, such especially as something as Stay Twisted Art Wire, which is your art is very it's one of a kind and it's very unique. It's awesome. It's awesome work, man.
Oh, thank you very much. one of the things that people don't realize about, one, being a business owner, two, being a creative, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. It's at times it's incredibly challenging. It's difficult, but on the other side, it's incredibly rewarding and so much fun. I feel a purpose, but just because I feel a purpose doesn't mean that it's easy.
Right.
With my art form, I make my own basis for my wire art. I make the wire art. Everything you see is all handmade. And I'm reaching out to do some other things now, using some other resources that's available to me. But for years, I made my own bases, which required hours of working with wood and the setups. I have to buy all my supplies. I have to imagine what people want. I have to create the art in different sizes and different platforms, different ways. I have to reimagine things. So I have to keep everything ready. And then, it's not only the creation of the art, but the presentation. Then you have social media. So I had to learn how I built 3 websites. I built my website 3 different times, and I had somebody else do it for me once. They shut it down after a period of time. So I built it again. All my social media, I do all my social media posts, all of my media. So it's all of these things, trying to juggle everything and still be a father, a husband, a businessman. I work a regular 40-hour job. So I'm juggling all of this stuff, and it's challenging to try to stay innovative, stay creative, booking all my events, paying for the events ahead of time, buying the supplies, making sure. I mean, it's so many parts of this. Then I have, thank God, I got a tax accountant, the taxes and the business side, documenting the sales, tracking what's good and what's not good, applying for shows. There's so many different aspects, which make it where there's a lot going on with it. And you still got to be creative. And here's the other part. Every person that I meet at an event, I've heard the same question probably over 5,000 times. Because on average, I did the numbers. Last year, I was in the in events where 2.1 million people walked across my path. Let me say that again. Last year, I did 17 events. And over the course of those 17 events, 2.1 million people came across my path. So that means I've had more opportunity than most preachers in mega churches to talk to people about Christ, to share my testimony. But on the other side of that, 2.1 million people had the opportunity to go across my path at that event. So I'm in front of all of these people, and I still have to act like this is the first time I've heard that question. So I work on giving each person that experience. That same experience to where, because I don't know what they had going on in their lives or what they dealt with. When they see me, all they see is this wire artist that's here, and I want to ask you about what you do. They don't know that I've answered that same question 80 times on that same day. But I'm going to answer that question as if the first time you've ever asked it to me in my life, because I want to make sure that your experience with me, that it's memorable, because it's valuable to me that when you walk away, the one thing you'll say is that, that gentleman that I was the wire guy, he was a pretty cool wire guy. He treated me with kindness, with respect, and I had a good experience. And I want them to have that experience.
That five-star customer service.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. So if someone's listening right now and feels stuck or overlooked, what would you say to them?
Well, if you feel stuck and overlooked, the first question is, are you being excellent in what you're doing? And are you in the right platform, in the right area for what you're doing? Because sometimes you might be, every seed is not for every garden. And every seed is not for every season.
That is very true.
So if you're trying to plant the seed out of season or in the wrong soil, you're not going to have as much success than if you plant the seed in the right season, in the right soil. So I've moved from Florida to Virginia, actually from Florida to North Carolina, South Carolina, and then from there to Memphis, Tennessee, to California.
Wow.
back to Virginia, to Maryland, back to Virginia, and now I live in Ohio. So I've been all over the country.
Yeah.
And here in Ohio, I found the most success because I've had an opportunity to be in multiple markets and to have an opportunity to share my artwork in all of these platforms in these different places. And even in that, every place is not the right one. Every market's not the right one. So I had to learn. So if you feel overlooked or overshadowed, first question is, are you being excellent in what you're doing? Because excellence is number one. You have to be excellent. And I'm not talking about excellent in somebody else's eyes. I'm talking about excellent in what you know that you can produce or portray or perform. If you're a singer, songwriter, whatever you're doing, if you're not being excellent, then the first step is to be excellent. The second step is, are you in the right garden? Are you in the right place? Is it the right season? Because if you're in the wrong place, okay, change the place that you're in. Find the place that's perfect for you to grow and to showcase your skill set or your whatever that is you're trying to display.
Right.
And then, is it the right season? Because it may not be the time for you to display or to do what you're doing. It may be a few months away or a year away. If it's not the right season, then continue preparing, continue being excellent and getting ready, because your moment's going to come. And the story I'll give you is myself.
Okay.
I've been doing wire art professionally for 16 years.
Okay.
All right. And I look at the numbers from when I first started. The numbers when I first started do not reflect the numbers that I have right now.
Wow.
I look at my social media. When I first started social media, I look at those posts and how it's doing my talking about my art. It does not come close to what I'm doing right now. So there's been growth in what I've done.
Yes.
And so that's been preparing me for this next stage, which is a bigger and better, but it wasn't the right season for me. So while I'm getting prepared, God is already making the way. He's opening up doors that I don't even know that are there.
Wow.
And he's closed doors that were not meant for me. So as I'm telling you this about your season, about your in the right soil, it applies to me, because a lot of times I have been in the wrong place.
Yes.
The wrong season.
Yes.
So I'm just preparing to get ready for when the time is right. And I will continue trying to be excellent and continue trying to build and leaning on what God has guided me. Because the Bible says, trust in the Lord, lean not to your own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct thy path. Yes. So I'm trusting in him to lead me and guide me. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Proverbs 3:8, if I'm not mistaken. But
I'm not sure what it is, but is it definitely in the Bible?
Yeah, I believe it's Proverbs 3:8. I have to make sure to look it up before I misquote scripture. But that's one scripture that I memorized, and I lean on that because it is very, very true that if you trust in God and you lean not to your own understanding, you acknowledge him, he's gonna make your way easy.
That's very true. Very true. Wow. Very, very powerful story that you have. I enjoyed, sitting down talking with you today. Where can people find and support you? Where can they go and look at your art? Somebody, want to purchase anything. I know you have t-shirts, hats.
Proverbs 3:5.
Okay.
Sure I had to make sure I was right.
Okay.
So I've got on my website www.twistedwire.us. www.twistedwire.us is my website. I've got a lot of products on there that you can take a look at. You can also find me on Instagram, and my Instagram tag is twistedwireart21.
Okay.
So that was twistedwireart21. And you could also find me on Etsy, etsy.com shop Twisted Wire Sculpture. That was etsy.com/shop/Twisted Wire Sculpture. And then the most recent one that I'm going hard into, you can find me on TikTok. I've got a lot of videos on TikTok that I've been displaying.
Okay.
And my tag on there is I'm Twisted, or Stay Twisted 21.
Okay.
So Stay Twisted 21 is my TikTok. And the most important one, my YouTube. So I've got a YouTube channel, and I'm really trying to grow this one.
Okay.
And I really want you to check this one out as I develop it. My YouTube channel is Stay Twisted 21.
Okay. Okay. So if you're listening today, I urge you to subscribe to his YouTube page, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, even check out his website. Are there any upcoming shows that you have coming out anytime soon, or when people when you have going out to different shows, where can they come and support you out?
I'm glad you asked. So this next weekend, I have an event, the Troy Strawberry Festival in Troy, Ohio.
Okay.
That's going to be on June 6th and 7th. June 21st and 20th, I'll be at the Dayton Convention Center at the 5-Star Comic Con.
Okay.
On June 27th, I'll be at the Queen City Car Show. That's down in Ohio. And in July, I'll be at the Americana Festival in Centerville, Ohio, off Main Street. You'll find me right next to City Barbecue, where I've been at for the past 7 years. My favorite spot, that's one of my favorite shows, is One Day Show.
Okay, so they can come there and buy art and eat.
That's right. You get your belly full. You can have a good time right before the fireworks that night. And then in August, I'll be at the Flag City Balloon Festival in Findlay, Ohio. That's going to be August 7th through August 9th. And August 13th and 14th, I'll be at the Bratwurst Festival in Bratwurst, Ohio.
Okay.
And then in September, I'll be at the Backwoods Festival. That's way out over there near Columbus, Ohio, in that area. So I've got a load of shows. In October, I've got a load. And then closing out in November, December with Springboro Christmas Festival. And then finally, my last show will be GalaxyCon Columbus. That'll be in December of this year.
Okay.
So I'm right at the meat of my schedule.
Okay. Okay. So listen, to all my followers and people that normally listen and share on this podcast, go out and let's support this young Black brother. We enjoyed his testimony today, his story. We love the art. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being positive, and as much as I can do to support what you're doing, I'm here for you, brother. Whatever I can do to help you grow, sponsorship, anybody that want to be a sponsor to him, go to his website, go to all his links. I'll make sure I'll put his information where everybody can check it out. But please, let's support this young man, Kevis Mitchell, with Twisted R. Stay Twisted. If you need anything made, he's your man. He can do anything. He can make anything. He has a how tall is the angel?
2.5 feet tall.
Yeah, this man can make anything. So hit him up. Thank you for all the listeners that's been listening. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Let's share. Go to Kevis Mitchell website and let's share. Subscribe to his YouTube page. Let's get him out there. Let's support him. Let's get him some sponsorships. Anybody that want to sponsor, please hit him up. Until next time, to our next episode, don't forget, God didn't break you. Be blessed.